Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a little bit different though. We are going to be fishing, but I'm going to be giving y'all kind of like a paddleboard fishing 101 lesson, like breakdown type thing. I've had a lot of people request this video, and I've tried filming it in the past, but it just didn't really go well. But I have a feeling that today might go a little bit better, so we're going to see. I'm actually on a new board today, so this will be a little bit of a learning curve for me. One thing that I've noticed so far, so I can actually put both legs off the side at the same time, which is awesome. It feels like, oh my gosh, it feels crazy. I have way more control now. This is a, I'll get to all the board specs towards the end of the video, but I'm just gonna give y'all like some tips on paddleboard fishing, why I think it's good, why I'd prefer it over like a boat or a kayak or the bank or anything like that. I really think that paddleboard fishing is like the perfect next step from bank fishing, because it's like, on a kayak, I feel like you're almost like trapped in there. Now, I haven't fished from like a real like fishing kayak. Like, I'm sure those are absolutely like crazy fun, right? I bet those are the most fun thing in the world. But I feel like with bank fishing, you have like the whole like around your pond or your lake, like that's your area. And I feel like the paddleboard, it's like, it's a blank slate. You can do whatever you want. This is your area, all right? And you get to do anything with it. So that's why I think it's like the perfect next step up. But we're gonna do some fishing stuff now, so let's get into it. All right, we're gonna be throwing the Polaris today from Hispano Lures. I'm gonna skip it under all these docks, but one thing that I have got questions about in the past is wind. This is like the perfect wind for me. I think it's like 8 or 9 miles an hour, which is perfect. And one question that I get asked a lot is about stability and like how I stay, like how I can even fish in the wind. And the real reason why I can fish in the wind is because I can put my feet in the water, and I can kind of like, as you can see, I'm like kicking my legs so that I go that way. And then if I wanted to, I could kick them the other way, kick them a little bit harder this way so that I go against the wind, and I could like just stay in one spot. So yeah, I don't just put my leg in the water because I want to get eaten by a gator. Okay, there's a real logic behind it. And now I can do it with both feet at the same time. That's incredible. What an incredible feat we just made here at Knowles Fishing. And also, I'm living up to the green goblin allegations, all right? Look at this. Green, 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 green. I am the green goblin, all right? Me. Yes, me. Oh my gosh. What just happened? What was that? Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a giant. Okay, first fish on the new board. All right, look at that. First one of the day, fat one on the Metro. This bait has been doing numbers for me recently. I was just casted along this buoy line. I don't know if you could see that one over there, but I just cast it on the outside of it. She smoked it, missed her. She came back for it and hit it again and got it. That's so sick. Alrighty, first one of the day, probably a 3-pounder. Smoked the Metro. That was such a sick clip too. All right, we got her unhooked. 3-pounder probably. She is ready to go. She's a fat fish too. As far as these Florida fish go, solid. There she goes. First blood on the new board. That was a pretty standard treble bait like fish catch. You just swing on them, try and get a hook in them, and then bully them in. Bully them. Bring them in as fast as you can. Keep your rod tip down. Yeah, nothing like magical there. Pretty standard. I thought she was way bigger because she hit it and she ran immediately and she pulled a little bit of drag, and I was kind of scared actually, but hey, we got her. solid fish. Great way to start the day. Excuse me. Look at that. Too easy. Too easy. And another thing that you guys may notice in some previous cast catches is whenever I hook a fish from the board, I like kicking my legs the other way so that my board stays straight and so that I just have way more leverage on that fish, as opposed to in a kayak, like with assuming there's walls on the side, right? You swing and your kayak kind of just goes this way. You can't really do anything about it. Or like you're fighting the fish, your rod's up here and you're reeling and you're pulling her and she's pulling you this way. And your kayak kind of just goes, poof, and it just like goes that way, you know? But with the paddleboard, I could swing, I could fight it, and I could pretty much keep it in the same spot as long as I kick hard enough and like, I just keep both my legs in the water and stay in one spot. So that's one big tip that has helped me a ton with like stability and fighting fish in general. But okay. Oh my gosh, there's a fish on the other end. What just happened? It came off. What was it like hooked onto? It's staying with me. Yeah, I guess you could call me an activist of sorts. Oh well. Bellow shad, free rig, pretty fish. Just smacked the GoPro so hard. So one thing that's definitely easier to do on the paddleboard than on a boat or a kayak or something is skipping under docks. This is like one of my favorite ways to catch fish because it's always like 100 million degrees here in Florida. And so they always just sit under docks. And if you could get something far enough back there, they'll eat it. Now, I think it's so good just because like you literally are at water level. So you kind of like, it just makes the whole, like the hard part, which is actually getting it back there, just makes it way easier. And I think that's a game changer, especially here when it gets so hot, like in the summer, and they're all just trying to find shade. You can find some really nice fish under docks too. I just caught like a 6 under a dock. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. But yeah, that's one big advantage I have on the board is you might be able to skip pretty well from a boat, but like you could literally just do it better on a paddleboard. Like you could skip it so much further. If you're better at skipping than me, especially. There we go. No. Damn it. Oh, come on.